Welcome back. My name is Dr. Carl Baird, and today I'll be demonstrating some of the best strengthening exercises for a bad back. So before we move into the exercises, I just wanted to let you know how much I actually hate the phrase bad back. When we use that terminology, it sort of creates this mindset that our spine is inherently bad and that there's not much we can do to improve it. When in reality, most people's spine is 100% healthy. They may just be moving wrong or not have the strength, so there's too much impact going through your spine. And if we can learn how to move better and build strength, we can not only get out of back pain, but we can keep active and maintain our lifestyle as we get older to cure this bad back. So with that mindset in mind, let's go ahead and get started with the exercises. One of the best things you can do for a bad back is to build strength in your glutes and hamstrings. These are the muscles that surround your hip, and they set the alignment of not only your pelvis, but your spinal positioning. And so if we can create this strong hip complex, it's going to set a solid foundation for your spine to limit impact that goes through those joints and discs. And one of the best exercises to do this is the glute bridge. It's performed on your back. And what's so great about it is it targets the glutes while limiting the impact that goes through your spine. So to perform, you're just going to need your hands out at 45 degrees, your knees bent, feet flat on the ground, and you're going to press through your feet to lift those hips up. And again, we want to feel contraction in our glutes, the muscles around our hips, and back down. Another thing that you'll want to focus on if you have a bad back is to build a strong core and be able to maintain your pelvic and spinal alignment through dynamic movements. And that's why I really love the Deadbug exercise, is it's a great way to strengthen your core, but you're on your back, so it's easier to control, not a lot of impact through the joints themselves. To perform, we're going to put our legs in a 90-90 position. So my hips are flexed to 90 degrees, my knees are flexed to 90 degrees, and I like to pull my toes back just to create a little bit of tension in the legs. From there, my arms are directly out in front of me, and now the goal is to be able to drop opposite arm and opposite leg at the same time. So if my left leg is going down, my right arm is going down. Return to the start, and same on the other side. So my right leg, my left arm, just tapping the ground and coming back up. So as we perform this movement, what we're really paying attention to is, are you able to control specifically your pelvic movement? So what we don't want to have happen as we drop our arm and our leg is that pelvis to rock forward. And what usually happens is you get this big arch in the back, and usually you can feel it. It's not very comfortable. So as we're performing the Deadbug, we want to maintain that nice strong core position and not allow any sort of movement of the spine. So go ahead and give that one a try. The side plank is another great way to strengthen important spinal stabilizers in that core in a way that limits impact that goes through your spine. This exercise is so important that Dr. Stuart McGill, who is the leading researcher in lower back pain, has put it in his top 3 exercises that everybody with lower back pain should do. So to perform, we're going to go on our side on our elbow. Again, we want our elbow positioned right below our shoulder, so we don't want it too far out like this. We'll start on our knees, and all we're going to do from here is lift our hips up. So at the top, my body should be in a nice straight line. My shoulders should be stacked, so I'm not leaning forward this way, and all you do is hold. Now, if this feels too easy, the next step is just to put your legs straight out in front of you, and you're going to come up on your feet, lift those hips up, but same idea. Body in a nice straight line, shoulders stacked, and you're going to go and you're going to hold. So go ahead and give that one a try. Learning how to find and keep a neutral spine is really important for limiting impact that goes through your spine, not only as we progress into our strength training routine, but just as you move throughout your day. And that's why I love the exercise of the banded hip hinge, is it teaches you how to keep that neutral spine as you bend forward. And it's also a foundational movement that we've used in a lot of other strength training exercises. So this variation, the banded hip hinge, also allows you to target those glutes and hamstrings, which, as I mentioned before, is really important to protect your lower back. So what it looks like, I'm going to take the band with each hand, step right in the middle, and then from there, I am going to perform a hip hinge. So what that looks like is I have loose knees And then I'm going to be reaching my hips towards the back wall. So what you'll notice is I'm not bending forward at the trunk, but I'm really reaching my hips back. My arms stay right at the side of my legs here. And again, I'm keeping that nice neutral spine, so I'm not letting it round. I'm not overarching it there. And once I hit the bottom, I'll feel that tension in the hamstring and the glutes. I'm going to press through my feet to stand back up. So just a few reps that you can see what it looks like. And go ahead and give it a try. The squat is another one of my favorite full body exercises to improve movement patterns, improve mobility, and build strength to protect your lower back. And when I'm teaching people that have a bad back to how to perform this exercise, I always start with a box squat. And what that is just putting a box or a chair behind you. That's going to limit the depth you can go, and it also gives you something that you can bail out on if you don't quite feel comfortable doing the exercise yet. So it's just a little bit safer than, say, an air squat. So to perform, again, I'm finding my squat stance, I'm reaching my hips back, and then bringing the hips down. And you can either sit all the way back down, but ideally, we just like to tap and come back up. And there you have it. That's the box squat. One of the best things you can do to improve the health of your spine is simply to lift up heavy stuff and carry it around. And that's where the farmer's carry exercise comes in. So to perform this, I've got 2 pretty heavy dumbbells. And to perform, what I'm going to do a slight squeeze on each dumbbell. That's going to create tension up the arm. I'm going to roll my shoulders back. And all I'm going to do from there is perform a nice slow walk back and forth, maintaining a strong spine. And what you really want to avoid is, again, getting into this, where we're kind of lurching back and forth. We want a nice, strong posture as we walk. There you have it. That's farmer's carry. A lot of doctors would tell you not to perform a deadlift if you have a bad back. And I would say that those doctors don't know what they're talking about. The deadlift is one of the best ways to improve movement, full body strength, and target those glute and hamstrings to protect your back. The key is learning how to do it properly. And so that's why I like the kettlebell deadlift variation, as you can start with a lighter weight as you practice the movement to protect your spine. And then as you get more comfortable with the movement itself, then you can add more weight. So to perform, all you need is a kettlebell. You're going to stand on the outside of the kettlebell. So we don't want to stand too far back. From there, I'm performing that same hip hinge we did earlier, sending the hips back. But once I can't go any lower without sacrificing my spine, I'm going to bend the knees to get the weight. I want my hips down, chest up. Then I press through the floor to get to the top of the movement and to set the weight down. Again, it's a hip hinge. And then bend the knees to get the hips down. And repeat. Go ahead and give that one a try. So there you have it. Those are a few of the best strengthening exercises for anyone with a bad back. So when you are strength training around pain, remember, it's important to pick exercises that are safe, so they're not going to put a lot of impact through your spine, but also effective, that are going to help you improve movement and build strength in a way that protects your spine. And just one last time to repeat what I said earlier, remember, if you're telling yourself you have a bad back, the reality is your spine is most likely healthy. All you need to do is implement some changes that are going to allow you to ease pain, keep active, and maintain your lifestyle as you get older. So that's all I got for you today. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Hey guys, it's Dr. Carl Baird here, and I wanted to thank you for watching our previous video and supporting our channel. Now, if you're somebody who's looking to build strength to solve joint pain, keep active, and maintain your lifestyle as you get older, be sure to subscribe to our channel to watch all of our new videos. You won't find it anywhere else.